Hi guys, I'm Robin. This next set of books I want to share for you has a special place in my heart because they take very sweet, captivating stories and weave in beautiful life lessons that open the door for us to have some amazing conversations with our kids. They encourage really strong social skills, and so they're lovely to have in your home. This one is called A Tale of Two Beasts, and it's a story about a little girl who rescues a beast from the forest. Only the beast isn't quite sure he's being rescued. And part 2 of this story is from the beast's perspective of how he was abducted from the forest. And it's a great story for teaching about perspective and empathy, and that there are two sides to every story. This next one is Jonathan James and the Whatif Monster. This is a great book that I think everyone should have in their home. Jonathan James has a Whatif monster that hangs out in his head and likes to fill it up with worry and doubt. What if I can't do it? What if nobody likes me? And in the end, he learns to overcome those fears and doubts and really realizes, the last page says, what if the chance I take in the end is just how I meet my very best friend? And he realizes that he can overcome those fears and anxieties. You can also purchase this cute little plush Whatif monster to go along with that book. I love that one. The next one, Cordelia, is about a sweet little redhead who can fly, and she goes on all sorts of fun adventures until one day people start doubting whether she can fly, and her life becomes kind of gray. And it's not until Cordelia realizes that it's not what other people think of her that matters, but that she believes in herself. She remembered who she was and that she loved to fly. As the doubts of others fell away, she rose into the sky. This is such a cute book. And Billy the Goat's Big Breakfast is a book about being greedy and sharing and fessing up to our mistakes when we're not honest. Nat the cat invites her friend Billy over for breakfast, but he's really hungry, and when she has to run to the store, he has a really hard time waiting. So he just eats a little bit of the bread. The only problem is it wasn't cooked yet, and it makes him feel really sick. And in the end, he has to confess what he did and that he wasn't honest with his friends. And they all have a nice breakfast together in the end, but a really good one that deals with some good life lessons. Too Many Tomatoes is from one of my favorite authors, Eric Odie. It's got a really nice rhyming quality, and it's a great story about a little boy who grows tomatoes with his grandpa and grandma, and they end up with way too many tomatoes. So it talks about sharing and community and just sharing the love by giving others tomatoes. Very fun story. If you are expecting a little one, Albert and Little Henry is a book that will help prepare your children for what a little baby is going to be like. Albert loves to tell stories, but when his brother Little Henry comes along, he starts to feel very small because nobody wants to hear his stories. They all want to be with see Little Henry, and he begins to feel very left out. But in the end, he learns that whatever happens, his mommy and daddy will always love him, and they all want to hear his stories again. Last, if you have some older kids, I love this activity book. It's called Do Nice, Be Kind, Spread Happy, and it's filled with random acts of kindness that you can do with your kids. For example, this one is called A Good Morning, and it says, give your grandparents a great start to the day by leaving them a note telling them why they're special to you. It's filled with different ideas like that that are great for kids that are a little bit older. Thanks for exploring these books with me. I hope you love them.